Do you like your second chance at going against Harden?
I mean, I guess, he's a great player. I don't look at it like that. I like my second chance going up against ASU. It's not about me and Harden or whoever else. Of course, people gonna see if I can, stop him and do a better job than last time. But like I said, if we're in foul trouble across the board again, it's hard to be an aggressive defender like I am. So, but my main goal is to focus on ASU, not just one player, because Pendergraft is a great player too, and Abbott hurt us with 2 threes, key important threes, last game. So, Harden, I mean, they have more than just Harden.
At the same time, is there anything you think you need to do different against him in Division I as a team?
I mean, what can you really do? I mean, they play a zone. You know what they're going to play. It's not like we weren't making shots, but I mean, they played a good game that game, and unfortunately, we're without him. Everybody just needs to step up. And we had the game won. We just have to do a better job down the stretch. It might be another game where it goes down the stretch. They're a good team. They're going to try to slow the pace down, but we can't let their zone slow us down. We still have to push the ball, when the break is there.
I mean, specifically against Harden, anything you need to do?
You can't, like I keep saying, you can't shut down somebody that's going to potentially be an NBA player. That's impossible, but you can make it. My job is to make it as difficult for him to get points as possible. He's a great player. That's just like asking Jordan, is he gonna stop Kevin Love next time we're playing? It's not gonna happen. But you can make things hard for guys, and I think that's what I'm gonna try to do this game. But it's not, like I said, it's not about me and Harden. We want to make it difficult for Arizona State coming in here. We remember they beat us last time, and it's gonna be a war Sunday.
Now that round 2 is here, can you have that feeling again of being on that court when their fans rush the crowd or rush the court?
Oh yeah, trust me, I remember it. I remember everything about that game. Like I said, they won the game, but like I said, it's war this time around, and I've been saying that, and I've been had this game in the back of my head since we lost. That was a tough one to lose, and they have to come down here. It's a rivalry game. But I don't even look at it as a rivalry game. I look at it as another Pac-10 opponent that's good. And we have to come out and get a win Sunday.
So what read do you make on them losing 5 straight? Does that maybe make it more dangerous? Maybe they're hungry.
Probably. I mean, I really don't care if they won 5 straight. To be perfectly honest, we still got to come out and perform because we won 4 straight. But the loss against UCLA is like losing 5 straight the way we played. And they, they're a good team. I mean, I don't care about them losing 5 straight. Like I said, the Pac-10 is, one of the toughest conferences in the country. So I mean, they've been in games with the exception of the UCLA game. They've been in games and they just lost them at the end. And hopefully they won't be in the game come Sunday, but we need to come out and know it's going to be a battle and treat it like it's our last game of the season.
Jawann, what's the hardest part about replacing Nick? Where do you feel when you start with that?
He's our only pure point guard, point blank. Jared's having a great year, but he's not a pure point guard yet. I'm not ever saying he won't get there, but Nick is our pure point guard. He finds everybody. I don't know what he ranked as far as during conference play and 3-point shooting and his assist to turnover ratio is high. And, he's won some games for us with big shots. And he's going to be a key loss for us. But like I said, it allows Daniel or Zane to come in and step up now. People forget that Daniel Dillon played great at the beginning of the year. When you're starting it. When you're a bench player, you always want your chance to play. Well, now here's your chance, so now you have to step up. We all have to step up, And like I said, at the beginning of the year, it seems like we caught the bug. Teams that are good, you still need luck, and luck has to do with, people being healthy throughout the season. And unfortunately, we've been bitten a couple of times, and it's so funny. I was talking with Justin. Everybody worries about my health, but I haven't had not one concern this year, So it's going to be tough without him. I can't imagine playing without a pure point guard, but I think Chase will probably move to point at some occasions, to take Jared off the ball a little bit, and Chase can handle it. But like I said, everybody needs to step up and do their part.
What does Chase provide at that spot?
He's a great passer. He has a great feel for the game. You know, and that's what he provides. You don't need him to. You're not going to ask Chase to break anyone down and take anyone off the dribble. That's not him. You know, and you're not going to ask him to push the ball. But you know, he can set up the offense, and then when he gets the ball back, he can just do what Chase does.
But how do you think it'll filter down to what you have to do? How does it make a difference, again, with Chase and Jared?
I'm just going to play like I've been doing. I mean, my role is I'm a winner. I just want to win. I don't care if he wants me to score, rebound, or defend. You know, I just want to play, and I want to win. Whatever KO has in the back of his mind, you never know what's going through his head. You know, I'm pretty sure he has something. He's thinking about what we can do.
Well, he did say something about, you know, all you guys are going to be, you're going to be running more scoring plays for those guys, but how did you get more involved in it too? And I don't know if you...
We'll see.
Yeah. Kind of gone to a different role, and I wonder if you expect that offense.
You know, like I said, when I got recruited here, I was a scorer, so it's no big change for me. You know, my legs are feeling good right now. The main thing with me is I just have to, you know, be in rhythm. You know, I'm a rhythm shooter. You know, I just can't hit shots, you know, when the ball is all of a sudden comes to me, you know, and that's just not how the game works. You know, you have to be in rhythm, and that's how I've been playing the last couple of weeks. You know, I've been in rhythm. I'm taking what shots they're giving me, and I'm just attacking and being more aggressive. Now, whether he runs sets for me or not, it's probably not going to go that far. You know, we have two guys, you know, and everybody just has to do their part. That's point blank.